Okay, hello everyone. This video is regarding the concept of creep. Okay, so in simple terms, if I have to tell what is creep, is that over the period of time, the properties or particularly the mechanical strength of metals, it will decrease. This you have seen. Whatever the examples I tell you, any metals for that matter, especially if they are subjected to higher temperatures, the mechanical strength and their properties, it will reduce. It will be more like it wasn't the same a few years before. Okay, so that concept is what we call as creep. Okay, so in layman term, what I can say a creep is that mechanical strength of the metal will decrease with increasing temperature and the properties become much more time dependent. That is what it means. Especially metals which are subjected to higher temperatures, over the period of time, the mechanical strength will decrease. Okay. So, deformation of components, the change in the shape. Deformation is nothing but the change of the shape. So, that change in those components that which occur because of this thing is what we call as creep. Okay. So, examples are turbine blades, steam generators, and there are much more. All those which are subjected to higher temperatures will all fall under creep. Okay, hope you understand this concept. Now, to be more specific on this particular concept, I will be discussing on this creep test and creep curve. Okay, when they ask you to explain in detail about creep curve or the creep, you will have to explain both creep test as well as this creep curve. Okay. So, what is this creep test and creep curve? How will you understand this concept of creep? Is that like this? Now, as you can see here, this diagram, this is a furnace, okay, a tubular furnace, which they have represented like this, a tubular furnace. So, inside this tubular furnace, we have kept one testing specimen, and this testing specimen is continuously applied with axial load. If you can see this, it has been stretched on both the sides, upwards and downwards. It's been subjected to the axial load at certain temperature. We are also heating the specimen. Why am I heating? Because creep is a condition where we have to understand the properties or the mechanical strength of the metals under the higher temperatures, elevated temperatures. So, to increase the temperature, I have this thermocouple. Okay. So, thermocouple is there so as to apply the load at higher temperatures. Okay. Now, what all changes will happen, that will be viewed through telescope, because we have kept this inside the furnace. Okay, because the specimen is under certain temperature, we can't directly see it. Because if we open the furnace, obviously temperature fluctuation will be there. It's a closed furnace. So, whatever the changes, because I am applying the axial load, there will be some deformation. So, to check out on that deformation, I have the arrangement of the telescope. Okay. So, how all there is change in the specimen is what is learnt in this creep curve. Okay. So, creep curve is the plot of percentage elongation or the strain against the time until the rupture of the test specimen takes place. So, at this condition, what all changes will happen? I have kept the specimen in the heated condition, that is, it's inside the furnace provided with some temperature. So, and it's a closed furnace. So, with a condition of very heated conditions, I have kept the specimen, and that specimen is subjected to axial load. Okay. So, under these two conditions, what all changes will happen, that will be plotted in this creep curve. Okay. So, what is this creep curve? Initially, what is the first thing that I am seeing? The primary creep. Okay. So, this first stage of the primary creep is also called as the transient creep. Okay. So, what happens initially in the first stage? You can see that upon the passage of the time and as the strain is applied, there is a positive curve. Okay, it's rising up. That means you can see a bit of deformation, and resistance to creep is also little bit increasing to creep 2. Okay, basically you can see the deformation. Okay, that is the first stage. Okay, and in other words, what I can say is, like, the creep rate, it's actually progressing. What I mean to say here is, because as the metal is deforming, it is undergoing strain hardening. Hope you know this concept, strain hardening. It is explained in the first, it's explained in the introduction of the first module. Hope you know that, as BHS sir has told, he has done it. So strain hardening, what happens, it undergoes strain hardening and it will offer more and more resistance to further elongation. Okay, so the effect of strain hardening is more than that of the recovery in this stage. Okay, if you are not sure of what is strain hardening and what is recovery, it is, again, I'll explain that also to you. Strain hardening is simply a phenomenon where a ductile metal becomes harder, it becomes stronger as it is plastically deformed. Strain hardening, you are hardening a metal by applying the strain. Simple concept. Okay, so a ductile metal, why only ductile metal? Because that is the one which will, resist the force to some extent. Brittle metal, when it is applied with stress, what happens? Immediately it will break. Okay, so strain hardening holds good for ductile metal only. So it becomes harder and stronger as it is plastically deformed. And why all this, that details, you will know it, like strain hardening concept. But what is strain hardening? That is what you should know. And recovery is where a material will become softer, retains its ability to experience deformation. Because strain hardening is like, it is resisting the breakage. Recovery is, it is making the material quite softer so that it experiences deformation. Okay, so these two concepts you should understand, strain hardening and recovery. Okay, hope you understood this. So getting back here, in the primary creep, so what happens is that the effect of strain hardening is increasing. That means material is not ready to break, it is deforming. In the primary stage, material is deforming, but it will not break that very easily. Effect of strain hardening is increasing than recovery. So strain hardening is increasing in the sense the material is much harder and stronger to break. It is not breaking yet. Okay, so progressively it is going as you are applying the stress over the period of time. So it reaches the secondary stage. So after primary creep, in the secondary creep, what happens is that it's almost at a constant rate. What happens in this region, the rate of strain hardening is balanced with rate of recovery. So the material is neither about to break or neither it is completely strong. Okay, so that is what it means. It's quite constant. The strain hardening as well as the recovery rate, both are very well balanced. It's at a constant rate. Okay, so that is why it is called as steady state creep. Got it? This is a very important stage. Most of the metals will survive at this stage only, at the primary and secondary stage. Okay. Finally, it is the tertiary creep. What happens here? It is the final stage. Up to a certain point, it is resisting, but above that, you are seeing that the creep is increasing. The deformation increases very much, and at one point, the metal will break. So here, the reduction in the area, effective reduction in the area of the specimen will take place, and there will be fracture. Okay, there is accelerating creep taking place. So creep rate is very much increasing at this stage. Got it? So this is the stages in the creep curve. What you need to know, the most important part in the creep curve, is that secondary creep is very important. Secondary creep is called the stage of creep that is the longest duration also. Okay. In creep testing, goal is to determine the minimum creep rate in stage 2. Got it? Because it's the longest period of time. How long the metal will survive, that is what I need to know. So that is the reason why we conduct the creep testing. Okay. So we determine the minimum creep rate in stage 2, and once the designer knows the material will creep and has accounted for this deformation, the primary goal is to avoid the failure of the component. So that is what I said. Secondary creep is very important. This is the maximum stage where the material will accept the stress. It will not break. So whatever the designer, the material he is designing, he should concentrate more on the secondary stage. So it's a pretty important stage. Okay, so secondary stage is so that is the reason why it is the most important part of the creep curve, and most of the working components will be in this stage. As I told you in the initial part of the video only, most of the components will be designed within these two stages, because this is the final where the creep rate will finally goes to a very higher rate and final fracture will take place. Okay, so this is about creep concept. So when you are explaining the entire concept of creep, you have to explain creep test also and creep curve also with the graph and the explanation of it also. Okay, so that's all about the video.